Hey guys, if you like the content, please be sure to like the videos and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Alex Stephenson from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. I competed in the Journey into Nyx Prerelease. Jake and I are going to deck tech our decks, and then I'll tell you my results.
So this is my pool. Very low creatures. I think I have 12 total. But a lot of removal and fixing for my Ajani. Ajani can just let me go anywhere with any of my creatures, really. Ideally, it would be Insatiable Harpy that I would pump. Hero's Bane is another good pump target. And those are pretty much it as far as what I really want to load up. But any of my creatures, they all have pretty big toughness, so I can go that way with any of them and live.
So why did you choose black?
I chose black just because, I guess, not any real great reason. I didn't even really like the promo for it, but I just thought maybe there would be good removal, and I did get a lot of good removal. I got double feast, one Frika's Cure, and a Silence the Betrayers, in addition to the Doomwake Giant, which only has 3 of those triggers, 2 down here, 3 down here total. So not many things to trigger the Constellation on it, but still a good card overall. I opened a Johnny out of my first pack, and that kind of made me want to go that direction with it. I don't know that I'm not necessarily planning on winning big with this deck, but it'll be fun to see what I can do. These are some of the potential sideboard cards that I pulled out of my pool that might come in handy at some point, but nothing else out of my pool is that exciting. I got only one Bestow guy, it's here. I am playing the Returned Phalanx just as a 3/3 defender for 2. I don't ever plan on swinging in with it. I didn't get an Unknown Shores to even plan for that, so I got kind of a disappointing pool as far as what the block actually offers you. Didn't get a single Karametra's Favor, didn't get Nylea's Presence, so really nothing that supports the multicolor aspect that I want to run here as far as just a white splash. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I've got a little bit of recursion to make up for my low creature count, and yeah, just really counting on something useful happening here.
Okay, I'm going to run through my pre-release pool. So I chose green, as you can see. I would have chosen white, but the store was out. White was the most popular color. As expected, I felt like that flyer guy was really good, but I ended up going the Hero's Bane plan instead, so I'll run through my pool. I liked my black pool a lot, and the green obviously panned out very well, so I'll just run through what I'm playing. So for 2-drops, I've got Brain Maggot and Golden Hind, and I've got Feast of Dreams, Scourgemark, Frika's Cure, and Savage Surge. 3-drops, we've got Nyx Infusion, Feral Invocation, Spire Spine, Oakheart, Dryads, Fellhide, Petrifier. 4-drops, we've got Erebus's Emissary, Disciple of Phoenix, Ravenous Lucrocota, and Eidolon of Blossoms. Looking a little bit top-heavy, I realize that. Hero's Bane, Doomwake Giant, Nessian Game Warden, Nessian Asp, Frika's Mender, Deadbringer, Lampads, and then Nemesis of Mortals and Humbler of Mortals. So, a little bit of a top-heavy deck, admittedly, but we are in sealed. It's slightly slower. I'm very happy with the amount of enchantments I got for my Constellation creatures. I think I ended up getting 5 Constellation creatures, 4 or 5, that I'm playing, and I have about 11 or 12 auras, so and I feel like I have a ton of creatures too, like close to 17 or something like that, so a little bit light on removal and tricks and stuff like that, but I'm still pretty happy with the pool. If I can stick some of these bomb threats, I feel like they're just going to keep on coming, but we'll see how it does. It might be too clunky. We'll find out. Alright guys, well, I ended up going 1-2 drop. Pretty disappointing outcome in the end. I still really liked the deck a lot, and actually I should mention I ended up cutting the Scourgemark before round 1 for an additional land. I felt like I was top heavy enough where it justified 18 lands, and I'm glad I did, because I ended up actually getting mana screwed a couple times, and color screw seemed to be a major issue too for some reason. There were multiple games where I only saw one forest, and it was like super late in the game too. So unfortunately, just really poor performance and no prize packs. But I'm just going to briefly talk about a couple of the cards that were heavy hitters. I thought the Eidolon of Blossoms played very well. You get to cantrip off of it, so it's really a 4 mana 2/2 that at least draws you one card. I think that card's remarkable. I wouldn't even be surprised if it saw constructed play. I know that that's probably getting a little bit too ahead of ourselves. We are talking about a 4 mana 2/2, but the fact that it cantrips and then all future enchantments cantrip for you is actually pretty good. We're also, I played Brain Maggot, and I think that absolutely is going to be seeing some constructed play. I liked that card a lot. I thought it played very well for me. One of the matches I lost, my opponent had chosen white and actually had two of the 2/4 chariot dudes in his pool. So, yeah, that was bad news. But it was nice. Game 1, I had the Brain Maggot on turn 3, and I stole one chariot. I believe I still lost to the other one. So overall, pretty disappointing outcome for me, but it was still fun, and I'm excited to jam some Journey into Nyx drafts. All right, we'll see you guys next time.